Alright guys, we're going to take you on a little country ride through Ohio and talk about the Lowrider ST a little bit. I bought it a week ago. A week ago today I picked it up from the dealership. I took it on a long trip this weekend. Let's see where we're at on mileage. It had like 30 on it when I bought it. Just under 1,000. So, you know, good trips and all. Went down to Kentucky on it. I'm gonna kind of cover what I realized I really like and kind of don't like about this bike. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I really like a lot about this bike. But for starters, let's just start with probably the worst thing that I noticed about having a stock ST was the seat. I drove down to Kentucky on Friday. It's about 350 miles from where I'm at, where I went. I got down there Friday and well, I felt like I'd have been better off sitting on my Suzuki for a couple hundred miles than sitting on this seat. Now it might just be because I'm fat. Like, I'm sure it's a decent seat for somebody that weighs under 200 pounds, but for me it's kind of shit. So there's that. Bike's crazy quiet. I definitely need to do an exhaust on it. There's also oh god, I fucking love this thing. But yeah. So the seat, it's quiet. Oh, you need to put fucking highway pegs on the damn thing. Fucking 200 miles. I love the mid controls for when I'm ripping it, but 200 fucking miles in, I could have used a stretch out, like a little fucking out here somewhere, you know. But this bike, man, it's quick. Like, it's limited at 120 per Harley's page. I haven't got it past 100 yet, but and it just takes off. I ride a bunch of different bikes, so first gear seemed a little short for what I'm used to, but I'm also used to bikes that take a minute for the power to come in a little more than how this thing it was. But all in all, I mean, this thing handles like a dream. I went on a group ride, like a very large group ride, on part of the Bourbon Trail in Kentucky with the Four Roses and Maker's Mark, and it was just holding the line. Just God, you could pitch it in and hold one hell of a line. No issues at all. Staying over on the side of the tire, fucking accelerating in and out of turns. The thing just rips. The seat's kind of slick, but again, that goes back to I'm gonna change that. I'm looking at getting a Saddleman step up for it. I'm sure it won't be the comfiest of seats for long rides, but that's not really what I'm trying to do all the time on this thing. But that step up will hold my ass in when I start getting after it a little bit, so you're not fucking curling your toes around the pegs, you know. I think I want the bar height is pretty good, and it's very responsive. Like, it flips over from side to side pretty good. suspension's immaculate as long as you're not, you know, hitting really, really big potholes or nothing, because it's a little stiff for that. Looks amazing. And I'm gonna be honest, like, the only other thing that I kinda am weird about is getting used to this shifter. Harley shifters are always kinda weird. Like, I've only ever ridden like old ones usually, but they're really clunky and stuff like that. This one's less clunky than older bikes that I've ridden, but it's got like this false setup in it where you have to like take your foot all the way off of it before you can grab down the next gear or grab up the next gear. Like, if you leave any sort of slop in it, any sort of pressure on it, and you can pull up or push down on it as many times as you want, it won't do anything. And it's just taking me some getting used to. Now with the miles I put on it, I more and less get it. Like, you just got to be more drastic with movements and all. But I think if I shorten it up a little bit, it would help, because I wouldn't have to move my ankle as much, and I always wear boots, so. Little Challenger. We're gonna start getting to some of the better curvy roads here in a minute. This will take me to Mohicanville, which has got a nice, like, a lot of slow paced, beautiful national parkness to it. I don't think I'm gonna go down there today though, just because, I mean, I got back yesterday. I did back in 300 some miles yesterday, so we're gonna keep it a little lighter today, go back to the house and fucking play some Hogwarts Legacy, because, well, I like cars, I like bikes, I like guns, and I like video games. Well, I tend to be broke, but I have a good fucking time. Let's see. So just fucking hold herself right in there pretty good. I haven't fucked with the suspension at all. I know I can change the preload in the back, and I probably should. I'm a little chunky. Ass end feels a smidge lower than what I'd want it to be. But just fucking lets her eat, and she just enjoys the shit out of it. Fucking blast to ride, man. That I could, like, the bars could be, you know, a smidge higher. The fucking controls could be in a bit tighter. But, you know, that's all just factory shit that we all change on every bike we touch anyways, right? Like, there's two kind of motorcyclists. There's the guys that buy Gold Wings and CVOs and like R1s, and they leave them stock and they say they're the best and they're the pinnacle of what they are. There's nothing you can do to them to make them better. And then there's the rest of us who buy shit that we think looks half-ass cool and rides half-ass good, or drives. I can talk about cars here too. And then we change the shit out of it. Why do we do that? Because God, does it fucking feel good when you're doing it. When you get it all back together and the mod works exactly like you want it to. The bike works exactly like you want it to. This thing's still too fucking quiet. I gotta figure out something with this exhaust. I'm trying to figure out if I want to go with slip-ons or do the TC Brothers 2-in-1 stainless. I just really like how that stainless looks. It's like a fucking art piece on the side of the bike. But I've already kind of picked out my saddleman seat. My old lady likes to ride sometimes. And she's, so the lowrider didn't come with a back seat or passenger pegs. So I was looking at a set of crash bars that act like passenger pegs and a seat. The saddleman. We're coming back up on the roundabout. And I really like roundabouts. And I don't feel like enough people enjoy roundabouts. So we're gonna let y'all see it again in this video, just for good old fun. It is also Ohio, so barrel season and shit, you know, construction fucking going on everywhere. Once it gets kind of warm out, motorcycles come out, and so do the traffic trucks. Stay back 200 feet. I'll say that's 200 feet-ish. And brakes. Yeah. So y'all get to see the roundabout again. And also just look at how wonderful the back of this fucking ST fairing is. They sell a speaker system for right here. Rodsford Fosgate, $1,000. Then you gotta put it on, which is like, cool, okay, whatever. But like $1,000 fucking dollars. Good thing I wear a helmet with a communicator in it. Fuck your speakers. In my head anytime I want. Dangerous crossing. I've seen people shoot out of here like crazy. Mainly my fault though, shooting over that hill too fast. Only when I was even more dumb back in the day. I don't know why they wouldn't just pave this whole road instead of doing bits. The whole road sucks ass. Wonderful to ride. Make a lick on in a car. Terrible condition. Like, look at all these tar snakes and shit. Everybody's like, tar snakes, scary. But like, just ride it. It'll be fine. Just don't run at the ragged fucking edge and you won't die. Right. Wow. And kind of we'd break 1,000 miles today, but oh well. What time is it? We're running out of gas. It's 12:30. Roundabouts. Watch how these people fucking handle these things. Nobody ever fucking spends enough time with them. They doing stupid as shit. Just go through the roundabout. Just that easy. See guys, roundabouts are fun. Thank you. But this is a lowrider. Good old ST. All covered in bug guts and everything for finishing up North Carolina trip. I mean, Kentucky trip, not North Carolina. I don't know why I keep saying that. But that's her after about 1,000 miles on her. Just a beautiful fucking bike. But that's our first video with the lowrider. Thanks for checking in. Like always, guys, like, subscribe, comment, tell me what you ride, tell me what you want to ride. Okay, bye.